Hi guys, today I wanted to do a little bit of a talk on UEFA president is criticised for warning England Lioness manager that Serena Wageman, her coach of the year trophy, is heavy as he presents her with the award. So here we have a man presenting a woman with an award, and he's saying it's heavy. Now, this comes shortly after the dispute in Spain with the World Cup winner Spanish team, female team, being forced to give the head of the UEFA, I think, or FIFA in Spain a kiss on the lips, which is totally bad. It's wrong. It's inappropriate. But how many female fans touch or kiss male presenters or male famous people or musicians? If a male fan planted a kiss on a woman, it's wrong. But if a woman plants a kiss on a man, it's okay. So that's where we are at the moment. There are two. So some people say it's not okay. But number one, the men don't really complain. And number two, when it happens, I don't see that many complaints either. But we all say it's wrong. So theoretically it's wrong, but practically we don't do anything. But when it comes to a woman being forced to kiss a man, then we say it's wrong. And I agree with that. But here we've got a case of this isn't mansplaining. This isn't a man thinking low of a woman. If I have a child and the child is going to lift something heavy, I'll say to the child, be careful, it's heavy. Or if there's something hot, I'll say to the child, be careful, it's hot. I will tell a child something. In fact, if there was another man, I'd say to the other man, be careful, it's heavy. In fact, many men have warned me, be careful, that's dangerous. Be careful going down that road. Be careful picking that up. Be careful, that's heavy. Be careful, you don't do your back in. Be careful. When I was just starting out doing some jobs when I was very young, I was a waiter, and the owner of the place said, be careful. When he gave me a tray, if you put all the heavy things at the end and you pick it off, the tray flips up and smacks you in the face. And here we are, a woman standing in front of the world, having made the English team famous and pushed them and done things for them that hardly anyone else has done, and she's been given an award. The worst thing that could happen is if she would drop it. Now, if the thing looked lighter than it actually was, okay, then why can't another person say, be careful, it's a bit heavy? Isn't that what men are supposed to do? Isn't that what women are supposed to do? If a woman sees something that's heavy, and I've seen them do it to a child, they say, be careful to the child. Why? Because the child's not strong enough. Women are not physically strong as men. That's why men do dangerous jobs. That's why most of the deaths in the workplace, I think 98% of the deaths in the workplace, happen to men. That's why men on oil rigs, that's why men in the military, that's why men are on the front line. Men do things that are difficult, that are hard, that take muscle. So where is this? Every single time a man wants to have chivalry, or wants to be a knight, or wants to help a woman, he's in a dichotomy. Does he help the woman because the woman wants to be a woman and likes chivalry and wants him to be a masculine and wants her to be feminine in the terms that she understands? Or is the woman going to turn around and say, I don't need your help? So a man opens a door for a woman. A woman shuts the door and then opens it and says she can do it herself. I've held doors open for women. I've held doors open for men. When I hold a door open for a man, the man doesn't turn around and say, you're gay. He doesn't turn around to say, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, I don't need your help. The man turns around with a grateful look in his face and says, thank you very much. Often, sometimes surprised that another man might help another man. And that's what men do. Men help other people because it makes the society work. It makes the society go round. That's what creates harmony. That's consciousness. That's how we're supposed to behave. That's spiritual. So why is this important? Look, there is this thing called toxic masculinity. Men are being accused of not being men. Men are being accused of being effeminate. Women are saying that men aren't men anymore. Women want men to be something else. Men are completely and utterly confused. If you're a man and you want to stick by those principles that you were taught when you were younger, or by your mother or by your father, you're a dinosaur, you're a sexist, you're a chauvinist. But if you change as a man to become LGBT or a trans, or a gay, or whatever else it is, or you decide to cut your penis off and put a vagina on, that's real courage. Or if you're a woman and you take your breasts off and you give yourself a penis from your arm, you're a man. You're courageous, you're strong. There's nothing wrong with you. These are courageous things. The act of doing it might be quite courageous, but the reasons might be there for interpretation. So why do I say all of this? Well, because the man they're trying to kill, the man they're trying to confuse, the man they're trying to lower. So if you do anything for a woman, as a man, if you do anything for a woman, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Are you going to be thanked or are you going to be hated? So what's the point being a man? All those ideas in the past, you might as well get rid of them. Deconstruct the past. Deconstruct the ideas of a man in the past. Not everything that a man was in the past was bad. Men, white men in England, put forward laws to stop slavery. White men stopped piracy. White men attacked countries that were engaged in a lot of slavery and piracy. Now that's good, right? But there's a lot of things that happened that were bad. But hey, hold on a minute. If it wasn't a white man that was in control and it was an Asian man, they'd be doing the same. Or a black man, they'd be doing the same. You look at the black leaders in Africa, there's genocide there. There's good things there. There's bad things there. It's not about the man. It's not about the color. It's about the office, and it's about the power, and it's about the education. You want to blame the white men, or you want to blame men for everything? Let me tell you where this is going. Men and women will be so angry and upset with each other, they will not want relationships. How many people are lonely? How many people are in a relationship? Sex isn't relationships. People go around, I hear body counts. Oh, I've slept with 400 people. I've slept with 1,000 people. I've slept with 200 people. It's not about relationships. It's about sex. It's about being independent, and it's about being lonely. No one's having children. No one wants to be a mother. So you're going to depend on AI. You're going to depend on computers. What's the point going out with a woman that's like very masculine? Because a lot of Western white women have now become masculine. And that's why sometimes a lot of old white men go to Thailand to get young, pretty girls. It's because of the age and it's because of the money, and, perhaps it's not completely right. But a lot of it's got to do with the fact that Asian women are much more feminine. They're much more feminine. And white men are sometimes very masculine. And some men do not wish to go out with masculine women. If a man wishes to go out with a masculine woman, it's best that he turns into a trans and then goes out with a man. And then he can be the woman and then someone else can be the man. This is the confusion. So what this is about, it's not now, we're talking in the future, 2030, 2040, artificial intelligence is going to take the place of your partner. You will not be interacting with men, or you will not be interacting with women. You will not perhaps be interacting with your friends. You perhaps will not be having sex with other people. You'll be having it with a machine. So it takes all of this problem away. No more men saying things bad to women, or women saying things bad to men. No more women getting pregnant by accident. AI can do everything for you. That's where we're going. We are destroying masculinity and we're destroying femininity. Men are scared, they're confused, they don't know what to say to women. Whatever they do, it's not the right thing. Always men are being chastised for things in the past, for having toxic masculinity, for having entitlement, for having everything. And men, white men, they're going to get to a point, as other coloured men will, and they'll just say, I've had enough. It's best to go out with a robot. It's best to have robo sex. It's best to become digisexual.